everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Same night as my previous video, wearing the Pikachu shirt. And I just wanted to share my views about cheating. So, what are my views? I think that it is possible to move past a cheating situation. I agree with a lot of people nowadays that say that cheating is a form of abuse. I do agree, especially heavy on people who insist on doing it without protection. That is so dirty, whether it's going to lead to pregnancy or STD, STI exposure, or potentially could lead to those things. I think that is a very awful thing to do. It's bad enough to do it, period, but that makes it even more, despicable to do. I do think you can move past a cheating scandal. It depends on the people. It depends. Sorry, I got cut off there. It depends on how the cheating spouse handles things moving forward. Did they learn their lesson? Are they reformed? That's up to them. That's literally, you get to decide what you're going to do. And if I'm talking about the cheater, and if you want to keep going, then you'll keep going. I think that you, especially if you're the kind of person that's codependent, that is what they call an anxious attachment, clingy, emotionally needy, you have a hard time leaving problematic situations, I think you better assume that they're going to probably do it again. Because when they do it again, which more likely than not they probably will to you, when they do it again, it is going to just devastate you. It's going to break you up. So I think that people like that, and I put myself in that category, we're better off just assuming it will happen again. Save yourself. But I chose to leave. And I didn't leave the first several times that this person disrespected me. But I won't get into the specifics here, but I will say that I chose to leave when I felt like my safety was on the line. And when I say my safety, I mean when it comes to STDs, STIs was on the line. And that's when I said, okay, no, I can't do this anymore, because now you're playing with my health. It's not a joke, and it's really sad how many people don't take this seriously, especially Black women, because we're getting hit the hardest by it. We really cannot afford. We need to become like the gay community in the 90s became, as far as protecting ourselves, because we are the new gay male community of the 90s. Black women are. And we actually have been for quite some time. It's been a long, long time ago that I found out that Black women are the #1 group of women in this country with HIV. So the fact that we're not taking this shit more seriously is sad, and these things are preventable. Tamar Braxton came out and said that she was on PrEP, which I think is so smart. I'm not on PrEP, but I'm also haven't had sex since September. And when I was having it, I had him using condoms on top of it. But I definitely support, especially if you're someone who, for God knows what reason, you insist on having unprotected sex with men who you do not know their status, or you're a man who has unprotected sex. For the love of goodness, consider getting on PrEP, please. You will, seriously, lifesaver. Consider getting on PrEP. It makes no sense not to, if you're someone who insists on having unprotected sex with people who you don't know their status. It's too much at stake, in my opinion, to deal with someone who's a habitual cheater. And especially one who doesn't like to use condoms. Oh no. So, but it just period, and it kills you emotionally too. It does ruin your self-esteem. It does make you feel less than. You know, I have a story I might tell one day. When I was going through postpartum depression, something that happened to me with my ex, but I won't get into it here right now. But yeah, just something to think about. So I support you leaving, but if you choose to stay, I wish you well in that. I don't think you're an idiot to stay, but I do think you're unwise to do it if this person has a history of cheating on you. If it was once, okay, one time. But if they've cheated, if you caught them more than once, don't be like Cardi B. If you've caught this person doing this more than once, I beg you to leave. I will say that, okay? Definitely do not stay if they've done this more than once. Um, I wish you guys best. I wish you guys love and joy and happy relationships. But those are my opinions. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.